I got to fly.
Oh, they sent him over here.
Step into the Fieldhouse, your front row seat to legendary victories and untold stories. Hey, I'm your host, Lance Lunner, breaking down sports from the inside out, along with co-host Jimmy Lackey. It's more than just a game. It's the Fieldhouse Podcast. Hey, welcome into the Fieldhouse Podcast. It's a production of the Kids Inc. Sports Network. We're glad to have you along today. I'm one of your co-hosts, Lance Lunner. We have Jimmy Lackey, main man here at Kids Inc., CEO and Prez. Jimmy, it's early in the morning. Not too early, but it's early still. What's the best thing that happened to you today still?
I got one for you today.
All right.
It's a 3-minute story. Here we go.
Okay.
So get up yesterday. The roofers show up to start roofing the house.
Again? Wait. Didn't you just get this done?
2018.
Okay.
No, we had it. The hailstorm was last year, but we're just now getting to the roof. So we hadn't had it done yet. So they're in there, and so we're going to keep the dogs in the house for the day. Kim puts the lid on the dog door, and she's going, here's our fly. We'll talk about the fly later. So we look up, and Zip's missing. I go outside, and the gate's open. I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, and so we look everywhere in the house, nowhere to be found. Look everywhere, backyard. Go out by the shed, not back there. So we've got cars looking everywhere for 2 hours. I'm posting on social media, look for our dog. And so about 2 hours later, I'm back at the house, and I'm posting on one of the local social media deals, and the guy knocks on my door and says, he's under the shed. So he never left. He just got scared because of all the people, and he went under the shed. Hot. He's black as the ace of spades. He's a black dog, and he's just hot, and little Shih Tzu. And so get him in the house. He grabs his toy, and he's good. Get home from work yesterday, and it's 77 degrees in the house. Air conditioner's out. And I'm like, what in the world? And so I'm checking. I check filters. They weren't bad, but I changed them. I go outside, and they had covered my compressor with my wheelbarrow. So it's totally covered on one of the hottest days of the year.
Really? So
the compressor quit.
Wow.
So I flipped the breaker on it and thinking, okay, overnight, let's just shut it down. And so I got up at 7 a.m., went out there at 7 this morning and flipped the breaker and have the deal on my app and turned the air conditioner on and fired right up.
Nice.
So it was cooling.
So they just put their wheelbarrow over
to keep the nails from going in the grill.
Oh,
I
yeah.
appreciate that part of it.
Yeah.
But that guy gets something that's a net or something that's got a little more open.
I see a lot of them just lean a big piece of plywood over them.
But, I mean, it was covered. I knew when I turned that corner, I went, there's the problem right there.
Yeah.
That thing overheated. But it fired up this morning.
So the good news is you have air conditioning.
So the great news for me today is we had air conditioning when we turned on.
That must have been a hot day,
it was
though.
A little warm. I had a fan blowing on me all night long last night. I could have gone upstairs. We've got an upstairs, and the upstairs unit was working, but I hate going upstairs. So
yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
So I'm glad.
Are you glad to get that? Are they fat? Were they fast? Or they?
Well, they got all the felt back on. They got the paper on. They'll start shingling today. So I bet they might finish. They told them it was going to be a 3-day job, but those guys were supposed to quit, because it was so hot.
Yeah.
They're supposed to quit at 4 yesterday, and they were there at 9 o'clock. They
wow.
didn't leave my house till 9, so I think they had it all wrapped. I bet they get it done.
Did you get a lot of bids for it or no?
No, the answer to your question is yes. But I've got a guy that does ours. He did it last time. Wes Holcomb, Stewart Construction. You know Wes.
Yeah, I know Wes.
Great. They do such a great job. And I just, that comes down to trust. And
total trust.
There's a lot of people in that business that I trust. And Chris Reinhardt and a whole bunch of other people, Anderson Brothers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them I know. But Stewart did ours last time and felt like he earned it again. And so
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, they did it for us.
Hey, we got a fly in this house today. You said you had a story involved with a.
Oh, Stacy was talking about who is it that's Kiva? Oh, one of Kiva's daughters is scared of moths. And I said, I got a moth story. So when we first moved in the house, we had, I wasn't even thinking, we have this light over the top of our stove on this island, and the back door used to be right there from me to you. Well, I opened the back door, and about 3,000 moths fly in. And Kennedy, my middle daughter, she was still in school at the time, is freaked out by moths. And I'm not lying. There must have been 300 of them. And, of course, I said, turn all the lights off. And so they're flinging around this oval lot, and I just grabbed the vacuum cleaner and held it up there and sucked every one of them in it.
That's not a bad idea.
Got them all.
Yeah.
Yep, that's our moth story. But yeah, Kennedy is deathly afraid of moths. I go, they're flying powder.
Yeah.
How can you be afraid of them?
Yeah, how can you? Is it the texture?
I don't know. She's freaked out.
Yeah, people, different things. You know what I mean? Like we were talking off the air. My little Shih Tzu is, if we have one fly in the house, and he sees it, he's gone for about a week. You know what I mean? Like looking around, scared.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, a fly.
Bring a snake in. I'll probably do the same.
I tell you what, we're pretty careful with the door though now. Very few flies get in the house.
Yeah,
we're pretty good about that. So,
yep.
Hey, we're number 82. There's a few. Who came to mind to you just right away? You just
caught me blank. I mean, I didn't even think about a number today. You just caught me blank. Oh my.
82. Okay, Witten, of course.
Witten
with the Cowboys. And
I'm going to have to pull the book out.
I thought for sure this would be your guy. Just a second. Steeler.
Swan.
No.
Swan was a.
Yeah. The other one.
Stallworth. Yeah.
I thought that would be yours for sure.
Yeah, I didn't. Man,
Raymond Berry was 82.
My dad played against Raymond Berry.
Really?
Raymond Berry Sr. was the head football coach at Paris, Texas, when my dad was playing football at Gainesville. And Raymond Berry Jr. was across the line from my dad.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yep.
But anyway, Stallworth, I thought you would know for sure. You know what I mean? So,
let's see. 82. Man, you caught me blank. I didn't even think about a number today. But Witten would have come to mind.
Yeah, Witten eventually. Witten is now with Oklahoma.
Yep.
Sooners.
Raymond Berry, he's the face.
As a tight end coach. And speaking of that, the Ben Arbuckle's obviously an offensive coordinator, so they're together. But he has instant cred with the kids, you know, is what Ben was saying, and just an amazing. I mean, and what he's bringing like to the coaching room.
Yeah, I saw.
I think they're pretty impressed with. Because here's a guy probably has enough money to last a long time, and here he is coaching. I'm pretty impressed by
I saw the head coach's comments about him saying.
What did he say?
He just said he knows the game, and he's so into it, and he's a player's coach, and that kind of thing. Here's some. Think about this. Beebe, he was fast. Don Beebe.
Yeah, Don Beebe for Buffalo.
Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah.
Mike Quick. John Taylor, the catch.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot.
Wow.
Wide receivers.
You caught me off guard today. I didn't even think about a number for the day.
The early 80s were a lot of them. So, all right, I'm not a big movie guy, but I'm going to bring this one up to you. So I went and saw Odyssey. Okay, this 3-hour epic. Matt Damon's in it. You know, it's the Troy, you know, the horse and everything. So,
3 hours.
I know. 3 hours. I tell you what, I drank one water very slowly. You know, at our age, you got to plan this. Unfortunately, this is way too much information. But when you go into a movie and you're thinking 3 hours, you're like, okay, how many visits? You know what I mean? When should I read about missing it? You know, they have believe it or not, you can go online and get anything. So you can find out what time to go to the bathroom on Odyssey. You know, the least you'll miss. You know what I mean? I know that's way too much information, but I survived it. I did not have to go to the bathroom once, but I went all in. We got the IMAX, and then they have these thing called they're like D-box, excuse me, and the seat shakes, so you turn it on like when something happens, it shakes. Don't waste your money on that. That was the lamest thing ever. You know what I mean? It gets a little loud in there, and all of a sudden your seat's shaking, and I'm like, what is this? I turned mine off. You know what I mean? But I tell you what, that's a long movie, but
yeah, you'd have to wake me up.
No, I think you would go ahead and watch it. It's pretty interesting. So, I mean, it's making millions. It's kind of old school. They shot it on like 6 different sites and all this, but it may be worth your time. If I mean, there is one scene in there with an Cyclops that is just freaky. Okay. And that's about it. It's not too scary, though, which is okay with me. Yeah. I'm not a scary movie person. That was going to be my question. Are you a scary movie person?
Nah.
Me neither.
Take them or leave them, but I'm not going to go to the movie.
You're not going to go see this?
I don't go to the movie theater very often.
I don't either. And this is the other thing I was going to enlighten with. The place was packed, which was kind of fun. You know, usually now if you go to a theater, there's like 3 people in there with you. You know what I mean? If you don't go at all, I know.
The ones I would go to, nobody else does. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to say this.
Yes.
So the kids wanted to go see Jackass, the
that's right.
the last movie that they're going to do. That's my kind of movie. I laugh. I need stuff that I don't have to think.
Yeah.
I don't have to.
It's a little Odyssey's a little intense, really. I mean, it's not my type usually. But they talk so much about it, so I went and saw it.
So of course, Terry Funk was one of my friends.
Yeah.
So I grew up a wrestling fan. My dad worked for Dory Senior, so I grew up watching wrestling since I was a kid. I did go see the Iron Claw about the Von Erichs.
Yeah, yeah.
And I enjoyed that movie just because I knew a little bit about the history of that family. I just don't go to the movies.
Yeah, yeah. You're not alone. You're not alone.
I'm going to wait till it comes out. If I want to watch it, I'll watch it at the house.
You are not alone. But I'd say if you're going to ever see Odyssey, go to the movie theater.
So full transparency, those are the last three movies I've been to see in the movie theater would be Jackass,
okay,
Iron Claw, and in between there, Colton and I got punished and had to go to the Barbie movie with Kim and Hallie. And this is a true story, and you can ask them. I was asleep before it started, and they woke me up when it was over. That's a true story. Same for Colton. The poor little girl sitting next to me, I probably snored in her ear the whole time.
The seats are awesome.
Never saw an ounce of the movie.
The seats are awesome though at movie theaters.
That's why I fell asleep.
Yeah,
I curled up, got comfortable, and I knew I wasn't going to watch
I think
this
it's
movie.
sad. So buck it up and go experience a few movies. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys go to movies at all? Yeah.
And I like Margot Robbie. I like her. Have you ever seen the movie? I just went blank. She's in it. It's about Rupert Murdoch. Charlize Theron plays Megyn Kelly. Golly.
No, I haven't.
It's about the true story of the downfall of Rupert Murdoch. Of Rupert Murdoch, and John Lithgow plays his part. I cannot for the life of me think of the movie.
Yeah, I think,
and Margot Robbie's in that, plays a good part there. But the Barbie thing I was not into. I curled up and I never saw an ounce of it.
Yeah,
best nap I'd had.
Rhonda and I go on occasion. You know what I mean? So I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? I really am. The prices though, like, I hate to keep complaining about prices, but my gosh,
there was 10 of us at the Jackass movie. We all enjoyed it.
And did you buy any popcorn and all that?
Yeah, we got some popcorn.
Okay. Did you take out a loan to get the concessions?
Honestly,
Wasn't bad?
No, I don't remember.
That's
maybe
bad.
it was the time we went. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's a good time.
Luke and I split popcorn, and we each got a bottle of water.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
That's all it takes. Yeah. But I would say go to this if you get a chance. I'm just going to, Matt Damon will probably win an Oscar. I didn't think not that I'm a technical guy at all, but the writing was kind of high schoolish, you know what I mean? The speech I thought was not from that era. It was from our era, you know what I mean? And maybe that guy did that on purpose. So anyway, I don't know. I can't imagine how much it cost to shoot this, but it was really, really cool. So I thought I'd bring that up. But Barbie is Jackass.
Bombshell. That's the movie.
Bombshell.
Yeah,
never saw it.
Charlize Theron, Nicole Kidman, Margot Robbie. It's a true story. It's a good show.
Speaking of this, real quick, while we're on movies, what's your greatest sports movie?
Ooh. Probably because I got to meet him and have breakfast with him. Remember the Titans? I had breakfast with Coach Boone. And,
yeah. That's a good movie.
He made Denzel Washington look like a cream puff. What the part he played times 3 or 4 with Coach in person. He was, man, he's hardcore.
Yeah.
But yeah, that movie was.
That's cool.
That's one of my favorites.
That's up there.
That's one of my favorites.
I'm gonna go. I'm going to go Hoosiers probably for me.
Yeah,
but
Hoosiers.
Sandlot's kind of a kid's movie, but it's real high on my list.
Draft Day's up there with me too.
Really? Draft Day?
I love Draft Day.
Okay.
Yeah, I can watch it over and over and over again because it's the Browns. I mean, come on.
Draft Day.
They made the Browns look awesome.
I would have never thought Draft Day. But anyway, I'm a big Sandlot fan. Yeah. I really am. I mean, that movie always gets me so. Hey, you want to lead us off today with anything big time on your mind?
I don't have anything real big. Had Dad's tournament in Dumas this weekend. Went really well. Appreciate all the players that came out to play.
Were there some happy people leaving with the?
Oh, sure.
When they win.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
They have a great time, and everybody's there for the right reason. We went over the 200,000 mark for
way to go
scholarships that we'll give back at Dumas High School.
Congratulations!
Yeah,
man. So that's big.
That's exciting.
Yeah. That's why you did it.
Seeing all the press conferences for upcoming football gets me a little excited.
And that was going to be one of my questions for you.
Let's go there.
Yeah, SEC obviously doing their thing. We just talked about, you just talked about Oklahoma stepping up, but Kirby Smart went on record saying that he supports the SEC breaking away from the NCAA.
Yep.
In football, I think it would be only – I don't know the whole background of it. I was a little shocked, Jimmy, that he would go that quickly on the record. So obviously, here's my thought real quick, and then I want you to talk on it. They have had discussions behind the scenes on this big time, or else he's been in the business so long. He knows the media business. He knows the coaching business. He knows the business part of the business of college football. So they have had this discussion behind the scenes, and for him to go ahead and say this, it's kind of like, yeah, it's out here. It's going to happen. Behind the scenes, I think they're believing that the SEC is definitely going to break away from college football. I am not shocked at all. It's not good for college football. They have to get ahead of this and say, okay, we're going to have these 40 teams, and you are going to play for the Division I national championship. And make it like an NFL schedule. Yeah. Are you surprised, though, that he would go on record this early?
No. Who did he work for? Who was his? I mean, think about who his mentor was. Nick Saban.
Yeah.
It's same train of thought, and I mean that lineage from him down, Signetti and all those guys, they all think alike. It's going to happen. It needs to happen. The sooner the better. And the reason I say the sooner the better because the sooner they clean that up.
Yeah.
Those of us left behind in that Division
exactly
1 AA or whatever they want to call it, Division 2, can start reassembling.
Even the other Division 1s, Jimmy. Like right now, even Colorado is on the outside looking in on that 40.
But then it's going to say, they're going to realize, okay, we're not ever going to be part of the big money.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to take everybody away from the big money.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, I agree.
So those 40 teams are going to take the big money. You're going to have to readjust your budgets at your athletic departments.
More like old college football.
100%.
Yeah.
And then there's probably going to be 2, possibly 3 other divisions of college football, depending on size and scope of the school, what they're willing to invest after they can't get a part of the big pie.
Right.
And, but everybody's going to have they're going to have to readjust.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. And that's going to take a while.
Yeah, that will. But, I mean, yeah. But if they're talking about it publicly, I want to, in my opinion, everybody know, then it's a done deal in their mind, or else they wouldn't allow. I'm not saying allow, but coaches wouldn't be free to say things like that. I realize these are veteran coaches; they speak their own mind sometimes, but it's going to be kind of sad because we love college football, and you've got 100 plus teams, and now you're going to just have those 40. Fortunately, with Cody Campbell stepping in and the double legal money down at Tech and what's happened there, they will be one of those 40 for sure. Yeah. So speaking of Texas Tech, I don't know if you ever attended it. I'm sure your dad did many a time. The Texas High School Coaching School. Mm-hmm. Okay, was just this weekend in Houston, or just this past few days in Houston, and they've really made this. This is really a well production. A lot of different things going on. And since first time I think I went was in the 80s at one point, and it's changed completely from there because they have involved all coaches in Texas high school, which I love. And that specifically for me, that means that used to be like a good old boys weekend or whatever. Now you have all these wonderful female women coaches and athletes who are speaking at it, attending it, and getting knowledge from it. And I'm glad to see that. But I want to give a shout-out to Texas Tech and Joey McGuire. He brought 32. They did some of the presentations, Jimmy, but he brought 32 of his staff. Wow. I mean, that's how big college football staffs are. Let's get real. But he brought 32 down there to help speak. Anybody want to talk on special teams, on offensive line play, whatever. But that's what he offered up for the coaching school.
I can remember in '72 we went to Houston. Dad went to coaching school. And had a hurricane in Galveston while we were down there. It wasn't a big one.
Oh yeah,
but they had.
Wasn't there a? Did you go to the? Wasn't there an amusement park, famous amusement?
Oh yeah, it was called.
At that time,
what was it called? golly, if you hadn't said that, I could have told you. Yeah, we did. There was
Astro
World.
Astro World, yeah.
Astro World, that was it. Astro World.
Yeah, everybody said that's what everybody.
Yeah, we went. It was
equivalent
of
coaching
Six,
school
it was
is
the equivalent of Six Flags.
Coaching school is an amazing thing. I mean, it was in Houston again, so the humidity had to be ridiculous.
Yeah. The
way the heat is right now, but yeah. So you would go with him to coaching
school?
We
went one time. I just remember we went to Houston the one time for coaching school.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I think Charlie Johnson's been to about 45 of them. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean that's kind of his thing.
I think it would be fun just to walk the.
That's what it
for me. All the vendors that go, because I know all the turf companies go, and I would probably see a lot. I mean, that
would be cool. You should do that once.
There's a lot of people I would know that are in the vending side of it,
and just so you know, they have this
coaches too.
What Jimmy's talking about, they have this huge room now, and it's a couple hundred vendors in there. With all kinds of walks of life, and like Texas. I mean, Dave Campbell's is there doing interviews, but you just walk all these aisles, and that's when you see coaches and people that from all over the state. Get
all
together.
The sporting good reps are there.
Yeah,
but we always went. We've gone several times to Vegas with Roger when Roger Roundtree was living, because they had a group called Sport Inc. and they had their trade show in Vegas there at Mandalay Bay. And so we would always just go with Roger because that's where our vendors were.
Oh, okay.
They were all part of this conglomerate.
Yeah.
And so, if we'd have gone to Texas High School Coaches Association, we might have seen one or two that we might do business with. But Roger had that consortium of groups that just went in that one to that one, and we could see them all the people we did business with that we purchased equipment from. Because what people don't realize about Kids Inc., when we buy helmets, we buy 200 or 300. High school group may buy 30 or 40 at a time.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
And so, we order in major bulk, 300 volleyballs at a time. And volleyballs aren't cheap. And
yeah.
So we get a little, people wanting our business.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, you probably would know a ton of those people.
Yeah, volume we purchase.
I will say this: I think there's 18,000 now registered. It's the largest organization in the United States of this kind. You know what I mean? The Texas High School Coaches Association. So, I mean, that's a lot of coaches.
Well, and it's long-standing. It's a tradition.
Yeah.
It's been around a long time.
It's
been well preserved.
Yes.
And so
they used to have the All-Star games.
Yep.
A basketball and football All-Star game. That was always fun. When I was throwing away all my stuff here recently, or just going through it, I had a sheet. Jimmy, you'll get a kick out of this. And as a sports writer, you kind of keep stats. Drew Brees, which I didn't know Drew Brees at that time was going to be anything. Austin Westlake or some place like that. Anyway, he's on. I have him written down what he was on the passing and all that. So it's kind of fun to look back.
I saw the deal with Fouts going to his house the other day. To give him his news about going.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
The Hall of Fame things. Yeah. Hey, I know you watch ESPN a lot. Big time firings there. Any opinion on a guy like Carl Ravitch, who's been there 30-plus years? Ryan Clark, he's kind of a controversial analyst there, was let go as well. So they're more in a public eye, so we kind of react to this. But it's just business, I would think.
I think it's dollars. Market share comes down to, who's in charge now. Those executives at the top change, and they bring in their own people. I mean, it's kind of like a coaching staff. You're lucky if you stay.
Yeah.
I've got a friend, you probably remember Kent Hazen.
Yeah.
Kent was a year ahead of me, and he coached at the same high school most if not all of his career. But the lineage of people, he didn't want to be a head coach. He just was an assistant.
Yeah.
He's like my dad. He wanted to be an assistant, but they knew to keep Kent. And he knew all the people that came in.
Yeah.
And had good relationships with them. Very lucky. But this is down in the Houston area, and he was at one high school, Houston Klein, his whole career.
Wow.
That doesn't happen very often.
No.
Not in this day and time.
No. And then and these guys make a lot of money, but a guy who's been there 30-plus years to suddenly say, okay, we're done with you, it's
Lance, you're in the media business. They do that on TV.
Oh, yeah, totally.
They bring a new young buck in there that they think is going to bring more appeal to the screen. I mean, they do the same thing.
And then in that world, Stephen A. Smith and Pat McAfee they're making 50, 60 million a year, so that's kind of like they get all of it, and everybody else is kind of fighting for theirs. So I'm just going to tell you, TV, radio. I thought newspaper was messed up when I worked in it a little bit because, they would come in and just a new publisher, a new editor. If they don't like you, you're gone. You know what I mean? That's all there was to it. And so I played the trick of your friend, surviving for 38 years. But it can be brutal. You know what I mean? But and for stupid reasons. You know what I mean? But anyway, I thought I would just throw that at you. I don't watch ESPN that much like I used to, like the Sports Center thing. I watch live events, so that's more with me. So, hey, we talked a little World Cup last week. I got this figure for you. There were 140 matches, 6.8 million people attended the World Cup matches in person.
I'm not surprised. It's a phenomenon.
Do you think the impact it had on all of us this time, will that help soccer, like the grassroots? You see it here at Kids Inc. I mean, soccer's highly popular with the young kids. It's fun. 3v3 you have set up, things like that, where they're running around having fun, scoring goals. You know what I mean? And it's a great exercise, thing like that. But do you think an event like this will take it to another level?
I don't know. I think some sports are regional. This region here has a very high profile with soccer. I think there are other pockets in the country that probably aren't as strong, that are geared more for other sports, particularly whether it be indoor sports in the north or back in the northeast. But soccer's big, and it being a global sport makes a difference too.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to say this. It's just it's still to some people a very foreign sport.
Yeah, I agree.
It really is.
I agree.
I mean, I'll go back to when we were kids. We got punished and had to play soccer because they didn't want us playing football anymore.
Yeah.
But soccer, it's one of those sports. It either gets you or it doesn't.
Yeah.
And but the global appeal of it. It is probably hands down the largest sport known to mankind.
Yeah, I've come to really like it, a lot more than I used to. Now the final, when they get into the real hardcore strategies, like Spain's just going to basically keep the ball, Argentina's trying to get to penalty kicks, they know they can't score on them, just absolutely bored me to death. I'm going to be at the third place game was insane at 6-4, a lot of fun. My thought with the United States is simply this. So if we saw Michael Jordan, if we saw LeBron James playing soccer, just imagine how great they would be at that sport. However, the money that they're able to make, these are our greatest athletes in America, really doesn't they can get fortunate, but to be a Messi, to be those type of guys, they make massive money, don't get me wrong. But for our athletes in the United States, their eyes are on the NBA or that contract when they're 19 where they're making $40 million already, things like that. And that, to me, is why we will, until that changes, Jimmy, the financial reward for being a soccer player in the United States, we won't get our best athletes. There. Because admit it, I mean, some of the athletes we have, my gosh, and if they decide to put their attention to soccer,
yep.
You could have a pretty good team. You know what I mean? If you got all those athletes together. So that's just my thought.
You've watched Lady Buff basketball.
Yeah.
Kyla Kane, cross country phenom in high school. I've always said I think she would make a fantastic soccer player because she never stops.
Yeah, she would.
I mean, she's that athlete.
Yeah.
And you're right. There's a lot of those top athletes out there that just have that stamina because that's a big field.
Yeah.
And you run for a long time.
Yeah.
In the number of minutes that are played in that game, and people like that thoroughbred athlete.
I mean, if you taught the NFL linebackers to play soccer, they're 250, 260 faster than all get out. Could you imagine?
No.
I might
watch a lot more soccer than I'd probably do now. I'm sorry, soccer fans, but
no,
that might make me watch soccer.
Yeah, no. That's where I think United States is different
brutal.
than the rest of the world. Yeah. That they have this financial reward in other sports, and not just we've got several where they can get their money.
Well, football here has a different connotation than it does anywhere else in the world too.
Yeah. Hey, I know you're a golf guy. I had one more for you before we hop out of here, unless you have stuff.
I was hoping you were going to bring this.
Yeah. Think of we've just finished up the Open Championship with Ryan Fox winning.
Yep.
By the way, on his last putt, just so everybody out there, there's a real – I mean, this is Nerdville, me going this deep, but there's a real controversy in the golf world on the pace of play. It's absolutely snoozeville. Some of these guys take forever to hit a shot. You know what I mean? You're the best in the world. Just get up and hit the ball is what they want them to do. But some of them take minutes. They walk around it. They look it over. When Cam putted out, okay, this is the final twosomes in the Open Championship. It used to be called the British Open. Jimmy and I relate to that more than the Open Championship. But the man who won it, Ryan Fox, this is to win. He had to make this putt to win it. By the time the ball went in the hole, and by the time he made his putt was 22 seconds, which is unheard of. Yeah. Almost way too fast. But the pace of play with Ryan Fox, I just want to congratulate him on that because the game is too long, 5.5 hours. One of the rounds lasted over 6 hours out there. That's not what we want to see. But here's my question for you. Open Championship winner was Ryan Fox. Who's he? Nobody knows. PGA champion, Aaron Ray, RAI. Nobody knows. Wyndham Clark, few people know, but he wins the U.S. I mean, he won the PGA. Aaron Ray won the Open, and then Rory McIlroy won the Masters. Yep. So you have three no-names winning the biggest events on the tour. Do you think that's good for golf?
Well, I think that shows the parity in the game. They're all good, and they're all real good, and it comes down to who makes putts. They're all going to hit a bad shot here and there, but it comes down to who makes putts. And I'm sorry, that's what it boils down to.
Yeah, and those guys did. Yeah.
Who makes those crucial putts?
What about pace of play? Are you?
They need to speed it up. Yeah, they need to speed it up. But I got to bring it up. The DeChambeau thing.
Okay, that's what next.
I wish they would have just walked up to him and said, "Okay, are you playing or not? Right now, give me an answer." What a baby! I didn't like him before, but you're fixing to get me off on him. Get him.
Go ahead.
Get him off
the tour. Okay,
so
the incident was he hit the ball in the gunch.
Get him off.
He hit the ball in the gunch. It's like the way high rough, and they had to go look for his ball. They found it. And you have to be respectful of the game. I know this is going to sound ridiculous to anybody out there who doesn't play golf, but you're not allowed to tramp around the ball to get yourself an advantage. You hit it there, you play it there. And so these guys take this serious, you know what I mean? And there's officials that watch out for it. He kind of stomped around behind it, okay? Like when he was going in, he kind of just stomped around, which is
so he could take a backswing.
Yeah, so he could take a backswing. But anybody who knows, you almost have to go straight up there anyway. Jimmy, you know that. You played a lot of golf in when you're in the rough. But the controversy was he played out, and he was 7 under after the second round, and they gave him a 2-stroke penalty. But they took him back to the spot, and it was theatrical and all that. But here's the deal, Jimmy. DeChambeau is good for the game.
No.
Yes, he is.
No.
Yes, he is.
Get him out.
No. He plays exciting golf. It's not this cookie cutter. He goes for it at least. You know what I mean? I like that about him. Now, what he did there, when you have all the other pros like saying, "Oh, that," I will say this though. Scotty Scheffler stepped up and said, "I have played a lot of rounds with Bryson DeChambeau. He is not a cheater. He's a lot of things, which I mean, he's not a fan of him obviously, but he's not a cheater." So I will disagree with you respectfully.
It's okay.
I love your opinions, but DeChambeau is great for the game. He's an outstanding golfer. What he did there was a little weird, okay? But
because he is weird.
He is weird, but
he's weird.
He is a weird dude. He's a weird cat. But I got to say this though: they should have given him that a penalty right away. Okay.
Don't
play.
I agree
because you have an official there, Jimmy. Your one job.
Well, you've got the best of the best. The RNA, come on.
And they're following, and a guy follows each group, and there's only 2 of you.
Yeah.
So, or there were 3 of you, yeah. So, anyway, I get a kick out of you. DeChambeau, keep doing your thing. Get him back on the PGA Tour. Get him off the live.
Head to Hollywood.
Well, you know, he's one of the most popular YouTube golf. He is the most popular YouTube golfer.
I'm sure. I wouldn't know because I don't tune in.
I think 6.5.
I'm going to tune out when he's on.
6.5 million followers. So
good for him. That's why he's got that, and we've got 1. Big D and Bubba, they have 17 listeners. We've got how many? Maybe 18.
Yeah. Well, hey, what?
Last question.
Yes.
So I've been reading some stuff. There are people, and I'm talking about sports writers, projecting that Arch may be the number 1 pick. I'm sorry. I love his family.
Yeah.
Big Peyton Manning fan.
Yeah, me too.
Think Eli's just as good. I don't think he's there.
100% behind you on this one, Jimmy.
Don't think
we
he's
agree
there.
on this one 100%.
I don't think he's
I don't
the guy.
see it. He did get much better last year, but he was still like top 20 college quarterback, let alone NFL quarterback.
I'm not seeing it.
Now, he has all the gifts, you know, and he has the name, obviously, so he's going to get a chance, but I'm not seeing it either. I'm not. We'll see what happens. You know, if you notice,
I hope he has a great year. Don't miss it. I'm not down on the kid. I think I would
I
love to see him succeed. That's not my point.
Georgia and Texas are
He's
Texas
just
is
not there.
expect to be really, really good. You know what I mean? So, but he did make great strides. Now, when I saw him his first year, I'm like, good gosh.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you're paying this guy $2 million for this. You know what I mean? So, the Manning family, though, let's give him one shout out, though. As I understand it, all his NIL money goes to charity.
Oh, I don't doubt
and
that.
I know he can afford it.
I don't doubt that.
I know they're in a different world, but you don't have to do that.
No,
like
that's
you
what I
always
always
say,
say, you don't
have to give money. And these companies in Amarillo do consistently, but he doesn't have to do that, and he did that. So I think he's got a good heart. I'm with you. He is not even a top 10 quarterback right now in college football.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I agree. Well, we'll see. I hope he has a great year. I hope he has a stellar year. I hope he has a great NFL career. I just don't think he's the number 1 guy. But I can't sit here and tell you who I think is because
I think Mateer's better than he is personally at OU. So, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, you got to stay healthy and all that stuff. So
I'll give one last shout out, and that's just a little bit of my Catholic background. I did a 7-day series. Fernando Mendoza did a 7-day series of a morning devotional. It was outstanding.
Quarterback at Indiana who was the number 1 pick and now with the Raiders.
We need more people like him.
Interesting,
Yeah, I've been a big fan of his character.
Yeah. Oh, me too.
And listened to a deal that he did for 7 days, and I'll have to share it with you. It's good.
You know, his mom has what does it
I don't know if it's MS.
I think it is maybe, but she's had that and she's bound to a wheelchair. Who's he bring to the ESPYs? His mom's sitting next to him. Stuff like that. He's when you listen to him talk, it's so corny and so cool. It's like, is this guy for real? You know what I mean? He's that weird. He's that corny. He's that positive. I don't mean weird, but just like goofy.
Yeah, it's almost like it's scripted, but it's not.
It's not. He's the real deal. So, I'm glad you
anyway,
brought that up.
Good
That's
guy.
cool. Yeah.
Hope he does well, too.
I hope maybe him and DeChambeau can have a scramble together.
I'll leave it with that.
All right. Hey, thanks a lot, Jimmy. I appreciate all your insight today. So, hey, thank you for joining us. This is the Fieldhouse Podcast. We are a production of the Kids Inc. Sports Network. I think a couple of our next shows we're going to have guests in.
Yep.
I think Coach Mims may come in from Palo Duro and
Coach Lynn.
Yeah, and Coach Lynn from West Texas. Their media day is this week, so maybe you'll look forward to that. We can't thank you enough for joining us. And like I always like to say, when we see you, we'll see you.